Send it. Send it on down the road.
Let's fucking do it.
Let's kill her.
Let's fucking do it.
Who? Hello, YouTube. Welcome in, everyone.
Hi, guys.
Got a very special episode. It's going to be a turbo episode because I got to be at...
It's a turbo turd is what we call it.
I have to be at the high school for my daughter's play in 1 hour and 40 minutes.
We got it. I think we can do this in 20 minutes. Let's give it a good solid 20 minutes.
Best 20 minutes of your life. Well, welcome in, Brent, Justin, Lacey, Mike, Philly, Dane, Nicolas, Motorhead, Creeping Death. Welcome in, everyone. Jed to the Saba. Best I can do is 2 minutes. I feel you, brother. I'm right there with you.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for coming.
I ain't got a long dick, but I got a strong dick. If that makes any sense to anybody listening out there.
Jersey Pete's in this motherfucker.
What up, Jersey Pete?
What up, you bitch?
You nasty whore. Filthy. Absolute filth. Oh, yeah, Jersey Pete.
God.
Oh, God, this is going to be a bad one. It's a very special Wednesday night edition of the Cream Spot. Robert, you know the hardest part about being your best friend?
Your dick?
My dick.
Oh, yeah.
And people that don't use turn signals, go fuck yourselves.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. Bad news.
God.
It's rough.
Welcome in, everyone. I am one half of the world famous, almost world famous Brohio podcast. So happy to have you guys along here this evening for our episode on the Kissing Cousins murders.
Hell yeah.
If you've ever fucked your cousin, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com.
This episode's dedicated to Kanye.
What's going on with him, man? He sucked his cousin's dick.
Yeah, dude.
A whole lot.
Hey, man.
I'm led to believe that he might have enjoyed it.
We've all had a cousin whose dick we've wanted to suck once or twice. We just don't do it.
Did you hear his meltdown yesterday?
No, I don't think I did, no.
Holy shit, he's wearing a mask. It was...
He usually is now.
Fuck, dude.
Oh, man.
He's like, I can't see my fucking... I'm gonna take your ass to court. I can't see my fucking kids. Motherfucker, I'm gay. And he was... It was...
Hey. South Park nailed it, man. He's a gay fish.
Got his ass.
Yeah.
Hey, we got your ass. Let's say thank you to our new Patreon subscribers. How about this? I'm going to start from the bottom up this time.
Oh, okay. Switching it up on me.
Big Rob 24. That seems like that might be an inside job, Robert.
It wasn't me.
Big Rob 24.
I ain't spending money on us.
We got Robert Dog. Now we got Big Rob.
That's what's up.
We almost have a whole fleet of fucking Roberts.
That's a pathetic fleet right there, brother. We ain't good people, so.
Thanks, Big Rob.
Appreciate you. Next, we got Drew Swigert. Thank you very much, Drew.
Oh, old Drew Daddy.
Drew.
He went to the well, and he drew some water. I've been drinking a lot of Diet Coke. I think I'm fucking autistic like Elon Musk now.
Dude, a good, like, ice cold soda, it just fucking hits, man.
Yeah. Drew, thank you for being our favorite Patreon subscriber with the, we're giving you the title Mr. Hangers because you got long tits, buddy. Thank you.
Say balls.
Nope. He's got long tits.
Long tits. Okay, cool.
I completely lost my train of thought. I don't remember.
Don't know.
It was going to be something good.
Okay.
Donnie Hampton. Old Donatello loved you in the movie with the giant rat, but even more excited to have you here, Donnie Hampton, on the Patreon feed of the Brohio podcast. We love you, buddy. You even got one of my most favorite lunch meats in your last name, so that means a lot, and thank you for being here.
Thank you for your contribution to the deli aisle.
To the club sandwich.
Yeah. And speaking of club sandwiches and roast beef, next we got KK23.
Hold on a second. What's that mean?
I don't know.
She got them. Jeez, dude.
She got them hangers.
I saw some the other day out in the
Speaking
wild.
of long tits. Sorry.
I think that I enjoy women with long labias. I think those are nice.
With the V.
With the V. Killer V, like the Mighty Ducks. Flying V. But that's not you, KK. You're a friend of the show.
Like me a good droopy uterus.
I like something like speed bag if I get. That's icky.
Blow up like a whoopee cushion.
Yeah. Thanks, KK.
Appreciate
I
you.
love you, girl. How about? I feel like this is another.
What the fuck is going on?
Another Robert to add to the fleet.
Yeah.
We've got Robbie Bitch Tits Adkins.
Okay, hell yeah.
He's really got long tits.
Yeah, there's a tit theme going on here.
He's got them long boys on him.
Yeah, he does.
If you've ever fucked your cousin, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. I know two people that are either like in a monogamy, like they are essentially married to their first cousin and
Really?
live with them. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really fucking weird, dude.
That is interesting.
And they just won't hear anything about it. They're just like an ostrich in the rain. Just But that's not you, Robbie Bitch Tits Atkins. You're not married to your cousin, are you?
No.
I don't know.
Hopefully not. Next we got Wolf, not butt, but Wolf Blut 13.
I love me some wolf butt, dude.
Yeah, dude. Wolf Butt's where it's at.
Did you get that Snapchat of my cat's butthole with a turd hanging out of it earlier?
Yeah, I said save it for me.
That cat jumped up in my lap.
Yeah, big old fucking stinker hanging
And
out.
I was like, yeah. That's why people don't like cats.
I know, man. They don't know how to wipe their ass.
They just shit in the corner. They don't care.
No.
But Wolf Butt 13, thank you for
Appreciate
your Patreon pledge.
Yep.
And this, he's the last one of the week, Mr. Bjorn Stefan. He's got some very interesting characters in his name.
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
DiGiorno.
It's not delivery. It's Bjorn Stefan. He's clearly from another country, and he's trying to learn English. And I appreciate him using us as a catalyst for his excellent English speaking abilities.
Oh, yeah.
We had a lot of emails over the years. Like, I started listening to you guys young. You taught me how to speak English. I did.
That's crazy. I'm sorry.
Did you imagine going? You're living in some fucking Bosnia or some Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
You finally get a job interview here in the United States.
Right.
At Microsoft or something. They're like, "Oh, tell us about yourself."
Yeah.
And you're like, "I know one thing. I don't have puffy nipples." Oh, okay. All right.
You learn English from two guys who look like they fucking strip copper from planes.
Yeah, we look like we're the. These are my gay uncles. They teach me English. We look like those motherfuckers that won't leave the wedding, like the after the what's that thing after the wedding?
The reception?
Yeah, we look like motherfuckers that won't leave the reception
Until there's no more fucking booze left.
Yeah, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. You got a couple extra boxes of wine left over there, and if you don't want them, Cheryl can put them away. Southwest Airlines passengers stripped down and pooped in her seat mid-flight.
Oh, man. It's your seat. You paid for the ticket.
Duty calls. You ever shit on an airplane?
I don't think I have.
You of all people.
Yeah, man.
There is a reasonable expectation that you have shit in an airplane before.
Yeah. You know what? That I can recall, no, I have not.
I'm scared to flush the toilet in an airplane.
Yeah, I've taken many of piss.
It'll give you one of them pink socks, buddy. You flip you inside out like a
For sure.
old pair of jeans in the washer.
Right. I'm just scared like a fucking pigeon will fly into the toilet if I flush it or something. Can those fly that high? I don't know.
You flush and your turd sucks up a goose. Oh, I was reading one of our reviews today. This is what I meant to say. It was yesterday I think it was yesterday. It said, I'm 10 minutes in, and all I've talked about is what it would be like if you had nipples on your butt and shitting their pants or going to the bathroom in their pants. Not for me. Moving on.
Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine if you had nipples on your butt?
We've apparently talked about this before.
Dude. Oh man, I don't remember. That's a great topic.
I think I used to know a guy with nipples on his butt.
Oh shit.
We call him Nipple Butt Brian. If you're listening, Brian, thanks, buddy. A Southwest Airlines flight was met by police and medical personnel in Chicago after a female, of course, passenger reportedly stripped naked and defecated on her seat mid-flight, forcing the plane out of service for cleaning. Damn. Flight 418 from Philadelphia to Chicago's Midway Airport was already part of a turbulent stretch for Southwest Airlines, which has faced a series of high-profile disruptions, including a recent engine fire in Houston. Chaos broke out on board when a woman removed her clothes and defecated on her seat during the flight, according to NBC Chicago. Southwest Airlines confirmed the law enforcement and medical teams met the plane upon landing in Chicago to respond to a situation involving a customer. Our teams are reaching out to those on board to apologize for the situation and any delays to their travel plans, the airline said in a statement. Nothing is more important to Southwest than the safety of our customers and employees, and we appreciate the professionalism of the flight crew. Oh. Affected travelers, well, they were rebooked on other flights through Southwest. Though Southwest has not said whether refunds or compensation will be offered. You nasty bitch.
I guess it just depends on how bad it smells. People that didn't even know. Can you imagine not knowing, and then like you get done, you get off the plane, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna give you your money back because some lady shit in her seat."
Oh, thanks.
It's like, hell yeah, dude. Sweet. That'd be pretty sweet.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you so much. Like, where's she at? I want to shake her tit.
I want to
wipe her ass.
Before we get off the plane, I want to see the poop. That would be us, though. We'd be like, we want to see the shit. I want to know how.
What kind of turd are we talking about?
I want to know how upset I need to be.
Was it the little tight coil?
Was it right? Was it a puddly shit? Was it this big flapper shit? Was it a squirt? Well, she just squirted. Just a a little Hershey kiss. Just a little bloomp. Bloomp. Someone's at your door. Oh, that's UPS with my. I ordered another Cincinnati hat.
Ah, hell yeah. Can't have too many of those, especially right now.
It's for Cincy Hat, who is a charity organization ran by Cincinnati Bengals center Ted Karras, where he has raised millions of dollars for living quarters for adults with developmental disabilities.
Hell yeah.
So what he's doing is he's creating apartment complexes, housing facilities for adults with developmental disabilities. They are able to live and thrive on their own thanks to the housing quarters being built, safe housing quarters being built. That's it makes it friendly for them to live. They're set up in a way that if a person, an adult, people that are kind of being left behind, you know?
Yeah, sure.
And he's creating these living quarters to allow these adults the freedom they deserve. And it's thecincyhat.com. I've got a bunch of their hats. I've got their tattoo on my arm. I got their tattoo for free.
Love that.
And it's a great organization. They're doing great stuff. They're actually they built one in Indianapolis. Now they're building a facility in Cincinnati for adults with developmental disabilities to live and thrive, be on their own. You know, just because you got a developmental disability doesn't mean you don't want to throw some fucking pizza rolls in the air fryer on Friday night and jerk off and watch Netflix.
Yeah.
I started watching Love on the Spectrum, Robert.
Isn't it fucking great?
I'm trying to pick out which one of those ladies I would take down. That one is hornier than a...
Dude, she only gets hornier, too, man. It's great.
I'm only on episode 3 or 4.
Oh, it's great, man. She's awesome.
For those of you maybe looking for some kind of show to watch, just a bit of a mind drain, these episodes are quick, 30 to 40 minutes. The television, or the Netflix series, Love on the Spectrum.
It's so good.
It's one of the most wonderful shows.
It's amazing. It's awesome.
I don't feel like the people on there are being exploited.
No.
I feel like I am seeing the happiest people on earth respond to experiencing love for the first time, and I love it. I love how excited they are to meet people. I love how horny they are in some instances. There's one girl named Abby. They're putting her on a date. They're like, Abby likes mermaids and going to the zoo and walks on the beach. And I think they're whoever their parent is. It who's her boyfriend? Is it Mark or Mike? Or
I don't remember.
Dave?
I don't remember his
They're
name.
like, and Dave likes car washes. I'm like, I'm with Dave. I really enjoy car washes.
There's so many fun characters. Like they're all different, and they're so lovable.
They are, except for the dude with the ramen noodle hair.
I fucking love James.
James wears me the fuck out, dude. He fucking wears me out, dude. I commend the people in his life that love him because he wears me the fuck out.
He's crazy, man.
They're like, are you gonna split the bill with her, or are you gonna pay? And he's like, ah.
So I was thinking, and like in this society, it's very important for a woman to be very independent and maybe pay for her own half of the bill. Yeah, yeah.
Lovable souls, dude. I can't recommend it enough, and I don't feel like there's any exploitation going on here. I feel like it's just, dude. Today I came down here.
You got Tanner, who I think we talked about him last. I think I talked about him last week. He's just straight fucking golden sunshine. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, I'm so sick of just negativity and the drains and the drags of the world, man. And it's really been getting to me lately. Just I don't know. I've just been in a rut.
Yeah.
And the world sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And that show brings me a lot of smiles to see people that only see the joy and the beauty in the world.
It's just wholesome, man. It's wholesome. Besides when they start kissing, and that's a little bit too much for me. I
was rocked up.
I gotta do one of these, or I can't. I'm like, oh god.
No, when they kiss, I want to step in and teach them. Like, hey, boy, spit in her mouth a little bit.
It's always so aggressive and so uncoordinated.
Pull her hair back, bite her neck. Speaking of getting your neck bitten, here's a quick break for us from a few of our sponsors. All righty. Love on the Spectrum, baby. That's what they should have named this fucking podcast.
So say, speaking of on the spectrum, we're
Podcasters on the Spectrum. Hey, we got a true crime episode this evening.
Yes.
We're headed to the 1980s in North Carolina for a tale so twisted it makes our old friend Jerry Springer seem like just like a Sunday school.
Damn.
You remember Jerry Springer?
I do, man. Cincinnati's finest.
I used to get dysentery and stay home from school and watch that shit.
Yeah, they had the like the unedited clips that you could buy at like Blockbuster and shit. Yeah, that was always a go-to because I just like to see titties when I was little.
So when we were younger, you could call 1-900 numbers from payphones, and you could get the.
It's like the shit you can't see on TV.
Yeah, and you could call these 1-900 numbers and shit.
Yeah.
And we used to call these we go to the payphone and be like 1-900 big tits and shit. We'd call these lines.
It's funny because that's enough numbers to fit big tits. 1-900 big tits.
And they'd answer like, thank you for calling 1-900 big tits. Hold on, we got to get some.
What's fucking great about that is that there's no telling if the person has big tits because you're just talking to them. What are they supposed to do? Like type out their fucking Morse code? How big their tits are? Oh, shit.
Oh,
that wasn't good. That's like the sound of death right there, buddy.
Are we still recording?
It looks like it.
We're still on OBS.
Yeah.
That was a Chrome issue right there. My computer just took up.
Big old fucking dinosaur shit.
Gigantic poopy. Okay, I gotta find this word again.
Here we go. Oh, there we go.
Thank you for calling 1-900 big fucking tits. If it's you calling again, Nick, get your fat, greasy fingers off the payphone. Because I'm going to tell your mom and dad that you're calling sex lines. That you're trying to get your little pickle tickled by women over the phone. We know you got a small penis. And we're not afraid. Are you sneezing? You're
Sorry, I'm sneezing during the sex call.
Sorry, I didn't know you're allergic to a good time.
I'm allergic to getting my tickle pickled.
Didn't realize you needed a Benadryl when we were going to start fucking having fun, Robert.
I said my tickle pickled. My pickle tickled. Oh, shit. I felt it coming, and I was like, oh, God, I'm going to ruin it.
I felt it come. Picture this. It's a high society Southern belle.
Okay.
And a gun nut cousin with a Rambo fetish.
Ooh, shit. I got that.
And a custody battle that ends with, well, I'm gonna stop there. I don't want to tell you what it ends in.
All right.
So
Hopefully it's hot.
we're gonna set the scene. It's in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, in the 1970s. It's all tobacco money back then. I'm talking big hair and folks pretending they're classier than a pig in a tuxedo, baby. The higher the hair, the closer to Jesus.
Ooh, amen.
Mama came in with them curls she had. I said, Mama, you got them curls. And she said, boy, I do appreciate you finally starting to call me Mama, even though I'm only your stepmama. And then I lurched forwards and I grabbed her on her pussy.
Grabbed her by the tit.
I grabbed her on her neck like a cat in heat. I said, I've been watching Love on the Spectrum and I learned how to kiss, Mama. I've got a potato in my ass, Mama. If you've got a potato in your ass, please direct message us.
I think it's called your prostate.
On MySpace, yep.
On MySpace.
That's the fun nugget. That's
Yeah.
the fun noog.
Yes, send us a message on Ask Jeeves.
It's fun noog. We're going to meet Susie Newsom, our leading lady in the story. She's a 30-something-year-old Southern belle.
Oh.
Probably got a nice hairy puss. 1970s, it was not shaved. It was not
definitely
not knocked down.
Yeah.
Susie's family, well, they're North Carolina royalty. Her dad, Bob Newsom, he's a big shot at R.J. Reynolds, the cigarette folks. And her auntie, well, her aunt was Susie Sharp. She's the state's first female Supreme Court justice.
Wow.
They're just,
That's top of the
those
food chain.
weddings, those family gatherings. They were one of those family gatherings. We were poor. Christmas, when we were growing up, we didn't buy for cousins and aunts and uncles and shit.
Fuck, dude.
Oh,
God damn, you about threw it up.
that's what's wrong with Elon. You've been drinking too many Diet Cokes. He's fucking brain dead.
I heard it in your throat before it even came out.
Yeah, I got a barking frog in there.
Saying hello.
We used to draw Thanksgiving time. We put the whole family's names in a hat, and you drew one person.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then at Christmas time, that's who you bought for.
Yeah.
And I had this really fucking grumpy uncle one year. God rest his soul, he's dead now. But I got him, and I went up to him. I was like, hey, what are you thinking for Christmas? And this motherfucker didn't talk to me my entire life. And he just looked at me. His gums were always bleeding, and his teeth were always messed up.
Oh, fuck.
And he just looked at me. He's like, I just want to be able to cut stuff up. And I said, okay. I was like 13 or 14.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I have no idea. But he was my dad's best friend growing up.
Okay.
He introduced, and that's how he met my aunt. And he married my aunt. So I asked my dad. I was like, I got him for Christmas. And my dad's like,
It sucks to be you, bro.
I said, I asked him what he wanted. And then he said, I just want something I cut stuff up. And my dad's like, he's asking for a knife. Maybe a chainsaw.
It's very vague.
But you can't give him a knife because it's bad luck. Blah, blah, blah. So I got him an electric knife sharpener
Okay.
for about $20.
Yeah.
I never saw this man smile ever until I gave him that electric knife sharpener, man. Very happy boy. Didn't say thank you. Didn't say Merry Christmas.
He smiled, though. He showed you them bleeding gums.
He said, oh, you like my bleeding gums? I'm going to be bleeding all over your aunt later.
Ugh.
Yeah. Poor guy. But Susie, she's got the charm. She's got the smarts. She had a Wake Forest degree. She had a gorgeous smile. Beautiful. She was a face that could sell you a butt plug or whatever she was trying to sell you.
Sure.
And she was living the dream, though. She was married to a man named Tom Lynch. He was a hotshot dentist with
Damn.
a jawline sharper than a fucking switchblade.
Oh God.
Handsome boy.
These are good, like, well-to-do people.
Big, thick cock on him,
They're
dude.
They're marrying well-to-do also. It's good for them. Look at 'em.
Powerful, rich,
Yeah.
southern money. They got a plantation for tobacco. They got 2 adorable boys by the name of Johnny and Jimmy, and a house that looked like something out of Better Homes and Gardens. Life sweeter than Georgia's sweet tea. Maybe not. Maybe not. And I'm lying about life being sweet because by 1979, the fairy tale, it was crumbling faster than a gas station biscuit, baby. I love gas station. That's my fucking weakness, dude. I will eat anything from a gas station.
Gas station food? Yeah, dude, it's really fucking good.
And no, it's not good, but it's good.
No, it's good, yeah. I didn't say it's good for you.
No, I'm not saying it even tastes good.
Yeah. I mean, it's ass. Like, it's low quality, but it's good. That's like the sandwiches.
I think I just enjoy the convenience of it.
I kind of just like it.
We went to Casey's, which is a local one popping up around here the other day, and my problem is you could take a bag of dog shit. You could take a brown paper sack, fill it full of human excrement, dog excrement, and like raccoon intestines. And take a not even magic mark, take a crayon and write breakfast pizza on the outside of it, and I'll eat all of it.
For sure.
Just because it's my quest. Much for you would like to shit in every toilet on earth.
Yeah.
I would like to try every breakfast pizza on earth.
I respect that.
I still can't find any breakfast pizza that rivals the breakfast pizza that we had back in school. I remember it came in like a rectangle.
Yeah.
It was big and puffy. There's those big old sausage nuggets on top.
Yeah.
The gravy.
The sausage and the pepperonis on those pizzas were like unparalleled.
Yeah.
They're like just little fucking nuggets.
Didn't make any sense.
So good. And it just had that distinct taste.
Yeah, it did.
Which was weird.
But I am on a quest to find the perfect breakfast pizza. My wife makes a good breakfast pizza, but I got the one from Casey's, and it was a nacho cheese sauce. And this is the first time I ever thought about driving back to a gas station saying, "Hey, motherfucker, what is this? This is disgusting."
Yeah. You ever eaten from a Sheetz?
Yeah, bro.
Good as fuck, dude.
They got tacos, man.
Yeah, they're good. Their food's really good. Really good shit there.
We got a lot. We're getting a lot of those. We're getting the Bussies right down the street, though.
Right down the street, boy. That's gonna be rough when that comes out.
Oh, it's gonna be absolute. We probably won't even be able to get into it, honestly.
We passed it the other day, and dude, it's fucking nuts. There's so much. It's fucking huge.
It is huge.
It's huge.
And the people in that, the people that live in that area, I generally can't be around. So I don't think I'll be able to go there,
Dude,
without committing some type of violent act.
it's gonna be nuts.
So that couple here, Tom, her husband, he started getting bored. Susie started getting really bossy, and their marriage, it was kind of like it was dead. There was no more love. They didn't treat one another with respect. The kids kind of knew it was coming. It was just it was a toxic cocktail. Tom started banging his dental assistant. Classic dental move. And Susie, once she found out about that,
They're always in someone's mouth.
they were all bets were off, man. And that they split at that point, and the divorce, it gets fucking nastier than a Taco Bell fart. And I had some of those. This Taco Bell down the road used to be the best one around. Now it's the worst one.
That sucks.
You're talking 30, 40 minutes in the drive.
Ugh, fuck. That's rough.
Oh, it's maddening, brother.
Yeah, that sucks.
It sucks. Especially whenever you just want a bean burrito
Sometimes you just want, man.
and a cheesy gordita crunch
Oh yeah.
and a chili cheese burrito and a order of chips and cheese and a chicken quesadilla and a spicy potato soft taco and a Mexican pizza. You like all that stuff, don't you?
I do.
Every single thing.
There's not a thing on the Taco Bell menu that I wouldn't eat.
I know. That Fresca menu
Yeah. Oh.
looks like somebody fucking chopped up a whole entire family of tomatoes and put it with some chicken.
This fucking the cantina. Oh, dude, all the cantina shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. So it sounds like somebody's trying to break into the studio.
I heard
It's
that.
haunted.
Yeah.
The secret is, I work near Kings Island.
Yeah.
And I know we have a lot of listeners that live around that area. There's a Mexican restaurant in Mason called La Jaiba. LAJIBA. La Jaiba, the crab. It's a little hole-in-the-wall Mexican restaurant, but, dude, they're not open on Mondays. This is by far and away, the absolute best Mexican food that you could ever try. And their margaritas, and more than their margaritas, their micheladas are just gorgeous. They're beautiful, and they're delicious. That margarita, you'll be trying to suck a homeless dude's dick in the park. You'll be so fucking drunk after drinking that margarita. You just be out there like a fire hydrant whistling for a dog to piss on it. Whatever. I don't know what people do when they get super drunk like that. But that restaurant, dude, it is divine, and it's a little hole in the wall. They got about 10 tables, but they do it upright, man.
If a Mexican restaurant has a really good margarita, that's a sell. Like,
well, they serve
soft sell for me every time.
They serve beef tongue tacos.
What?
And that you want to talk about the tenderest meat on the entire cow?
Yeah.
That is
interesting.
It is so good, but they've got all kinds of normal stuff. And the burritos are the size of a small car.
Nice. Good. Yeah. Love that.
When they put the burrito down, you're like, oh, there's no fucking way. That's what you say. You're like, there's no fucking way.
But there's a way.
I've only been able to do it once, and really put myself in a bad situation. So Susie, she gets custody. They divorce, and she gets custody of Johnny and Jimmy. But Tom, her now ex-husband, he's living in Albuquerque after moving away from North Carolina. He wants visitation rights with his kids.
Sure.
And he's like, I just want to see my kids. I just want to see my boys. Susie, though, she was a bit of a fucking lunatic. She was paranoid. She was controlling. And this is where it starts to get a little greasy.
Okay.
Because she starts to cozy up with her first cousin. Yeah, her mom's son, her mom's sister's son, Fritz Klenner.
What a name.
Fritz Klenner. And your new Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, that's like I said. They were first cousins. And this family tree is about to start going straight up. If you get what I'm saying.
I get it.
Ain't branching out anymore.
I get it.
So who is this fellow, Fritz Klenner, you may ask yourself? Picture a dude who thinks he's half John Rambo, half James Bond, but looks like he might have gotten kicked out of a Lynyrd Skynyrd cover band.
That's awesome.
Give me back my mullet, mullet. Give me back my mullet.
It's kind of what I expected, to be perfectly honest.
So there's a lady at my work. Love her to death.
Yeah.
Real sweetheart. She is, through a family acquaintance, she has become very close to the original drummer of Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Okay.
His name is Artemis Pyle.
Okay.
Very southern name.
Sure.
And she heard me listening to Lynyrd Skynyrd one day. She's like, Nick, I hear you listening to Skynyrd. You like him? So honestly, I like Lynyrd Skynyrd. They've just been in my life for a long time. I don't fucking love them. But I do like some of their songs that mean a lot to me. My mom and I, my mother and I, our dance at my wedding was Simple Man by Shinedown. Mama told me,
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I know this guy, and he's been trying to, he's like fucking 80 now.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, he's been trying to get into my britches for years. And I was like, the drummer from fucking Lynyrd Skynyrd? That's pretty cool. You think we could get him on the show? She's like, yeah, I got his phone number. He'll do the podcast with you guys.
Interesting.
I was like, you know what? The drummer from Lynyrd Skynyrd, that might be a fun interview.
It would be cool.
Then I started researching the guy. He got kicked out of the band for molesting 2 girls in a trailer park.
Oh, well, shit.
And I said, I don't want that motherfucker on my show.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
Piece of shit slime ball.
Of course it was in a trailer park.
Yeah, dude.
Can you imagine fucking being a musician that was in Lynyrd Skynyrd and you're fucking bitches in a trailer park?
The multitude of
That's like disrespectful to yourself.
Not only the multitude of women you could have, but the multitude of women you could have. Women that would like to make bad choices.
Yeah, right.
And you're
That's
chasing tail around the trailer park.
Yeah, they don't want to be chased.
I got nothing for that, man.
Nah, that ain't cool.
But Fritz is 32. He lives in Reedsville, North Carolina, and he's Susie's first cousin, right? Their moms are sisters.
Ooh.
His dad, Dr. Fred Klenner, is a nutty doctor obsessed with vitamin C. You know, he kind of was making claims that vitamin C can cure cancer. You can cure cancer with orange juice. You know, some of that big old, get you a fucking tall glass of Sunny Delight, and you can get rid of rectal colon cancer.
Dude, I fucking love orange juice. Orange juice is so good.
I love orange juice and Sunny D.
I do like Sunny D too, but orange juice.
When I was a kid, they come out briefly with Sunny D with pineapple in it.
Ooh, fuck me.
God, oh my God. I used to beg my mom. I would cry for that. I would cry to her. I would wail. What's wrong, Nick? Like, I want the Sunny Delight with pineapples in it. I'm getting emotional trying to get that shit.
Oh, dude, orange juice.
She'd
sucks.
walk up and put a cigarette out on my neck.
Wrong mom.
Oh, that's your mom. Did this happen at your house? This might have happened at your house. I feel like if I would have made noises like that at your house, they would have put a cigarette out on my neck.
Definitely would have.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Shut your fat fucking friend up. We're trying to watch Daytona.
Chuck Norris. Walker, Texas Ranger. Every night.
Now, Fritz, he wanted to be a doctor too, but here's the kicker. He's been faking it all along. He wasn't really going to college. He wasn't really going to med school. Never was. He never went to Duke like everybody thought that he was doing. They said, oh, he's going to be a doctor like his daddy. This motherfucker just driving around for 10 years. They think he's been at Duke for a better part of 10, 12, 13 years.
He just bought some tongue depressors and a stethoscope.
Yeah.
Thought he was a doctor.
That's what it said. That his career was basically him playing dress up with a stethoscope.
That's great. Good for him,
He
man.
was just always hang out with like Doogie Howser, dude. Just
fake it till you make it, brother.
hang out with a stethoscope.
Hell yeah.
That's dirty pool, man.
That's funny as fuck.
Instead, Fritz spends his days hoarding guns. That was kind of his thing. He had 15 rifles with around 30,000 rounds.
Oh, God.
He had Uzis, you name it. And he also had everyone convinced, including himself, that he was in fact a CIA operative. Yes. I'm sure you're aware at this point, but this dude is out here telling people he's stopping communist drug lords like he's Steven Seagal. That was his thing. He thought he was on this quest from the U.S. government to dethrone and remove communist drug lords that had infiltrated the United States of America. They're here. I'm getting rid of them, boy.
Ooh.
Fritz got a vibe. He did have a bit of a vibe. It screams, I live in my mom's basement and jerk off to Soldier of Fortune magazine. 100%. He had Nazi books, he had KKK pamphlets, and he had enough dynamite to blow up multiple Walmarts in his possession for no good reason.
What a piece of shit.
Aside from the fact that he was trying to take down communist drug lords. But Susie, our fancy pants divorcee that you'll remember we were talking about a little earlier, she was eating it up. She said, yippee, yippee, I'm young, give me some of that tongue. She liked her cousin. She said, boy, I never been turned on so much by a CIA operative. And your daddy's curing cancer with Sunny Delight. That's gonna get my butt wet. We had a woman write us to tell us she had to wipe her butt before she gets so revved up, horny, that she has to wipe her butt.
That's pretty.
Not a man. Still waiting for a man to write us and say, hey, I know what you're dealing with.
Imagine getting all juiced up like that, just dripping down into your
butt. Squeeze this berry. Get the fucking juice out of me. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Kanye said to his cousin.
He fucking love that juice.
Handling it.
Ugh.
I don't believe a word he says.
I don't either.
Dude, he's so obnoxious and loud and annoying. I wouldn't want him sucking my dick. You know what I mean?
I'm the greatest at sucking dick.
I ain't saying she a gold digger. No, Kanye, get out of here, dude. And plus me having 3 daughters that worship Taylor. Oh. As a matter of fact, I do these little tests every once in a while just to test the temperature in the house.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, fuck Taylor Swift. And usually the kids are like, we fucking hate you, Dad. We hate you, Dad. You suck. But the other night I was like, fuck Taylor Swift. Nobody said anything.
They're probably just getting used to you, man.
They're falling out of love with her.
Yeah.
I said, oh, you know, she hasn't released an album. She's not touring. All of a sudden you guys won't defend her?
Right?
Say a word about Sum 41. Say a freaking word about Blink 182.
About Creed.
Say something about Scott Stapp and feel the back of your teeth hit the back of your throat. Not doing it. When you are with me. I dare you to fucking talk shit about Mark Tremonti or Paul Reed Smith guitars. Oh, God. But Susie, like I said, our fancy pants divorcee, she's eating it up. She's fallen deeply, madly in love with her first cousin. By 1980, she's back in North Carolina, living near Fritz, her cousin, and they're getting a little way too close for cousins. Like, let's share a milkshake in bed kind of close.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm talking they were definitely doing oral sex with one another.
Yeah, that's a little weird, man.
Pretty sure they were having sex at this point.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's the forbidden fruit, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't fuck you because you're my cousin, but
I know.
I just know your dick will fit so good.
I know you're my cousin. But I've been thinking about your naked body. And I can't stop thinking about it. I grew up with your sister. I know. She's got a hairy back. And I need to know if you got a hairy back.
You got your daddy's dick for sure.
Got your daddy's double chin. Oh, I like the way your bottom lip sunk in. Call my mom. Call my aunt. Call your mother. Call my aunt.
I like the way your cleft lip fits perfectly in mine.
I told you I got a couple people in my life that are fucking living with their cousins. One dude I'm comfortable enough with that I'm like, hey, you're fucking your cousin, dude.
That's fucking weird, dude.
And this guy will ignore me. I could solicit any advice. And if I said, dude, I'm hard, like, I'm going through, you know, I'm sad. I just can't. I can't get over some stuff. He be like, yeah, buddy, you know, here sometimes you just gotta take it day by day. We're just, you know, we're all humans trying to do our best. But the second I'm like, you're fucking your cousin. Not a word out of him. Not a word.
Oh shit.
And their bedroom is all like Bengal, tiger stripe themed and shit.
Oh, of course it is.
And it's nasty, boy.
Yeah.
It's nasty.
Ugh.
It smells like cousins fucking in there. You ever been in a room after 2 cousins just got done beating fucking taters?
No, I haven't, but I can imagine.
It smells different than, you know, if
Regular coitus.
say I go in the room after you and your wife just got done putting it down. I say,
Yeah.
God damn, boy, good for you.
Yeah.
Smells like a little bit, you know, almost like a fart. Someone may have pissed a little bit.
Smells like fart and puss in here.
Like, you know, you're on your knees and you're rolling around the bed. You maybe smells like burnt hair a little bit.
Yeah.
But you walk into a bedroom after 2 cousins just got done fucking. It smells like a penguin enclosure at the zoo.
Like Funyuns and fucking chili.
Like them flaming hot Funyuns.
Yeah.
They got these pizza flavored Cheetos now. It smells like those. Those are disgusting.
Yeah, I bet.
Whoa.
Doesn't sound good.
Don't you ever talk about my cousin like that. Now I know what you're thinking. Nick, this is getting a little gross here, but where's the murder? Patience, my friends, because it's coming. Susie and Fritz are about to turn their cousinly love into a body count that'll make your freaking head spin. Come on. The custody war at this point starts to get a little hairy, a little bloody. Susie's custody battle with Tom, her ex-husband, is turning into a full-on Karen meltdown with a vendetta. And I don't like using the word Karen, but that's kind of one of the best ways to describe her.
Sure.
She convinced, she was convinced that Tom had lined up mafia hitman to kill her, or maybe that he was utilizing alien overlords to come for her children.
Okay.
She believed both of these things.
Okay.
She's obviously nuttier than a fucking shithouse rat. That's okay.
Yeah.
Fritz, her cousin, her clam jammer, her little boyfriend there,
Her kissing
cousin, being the fucking galaxy brain genius that he was, well, he feeds into her paranoia. He says, yeah, he's going to Susie, darling, Tom's part of a global conspiracy to take you out. And his thing was, we got to protect Johnny and Jimmy, her sons that she had full custody of. We got to protect the boys.
Okay.
And Susie, she said, you know what? He's right. He's right, because he portrayed himself as a CIA operative. He got a fake badge, all this shit. He was not to be fucked with.
Right.
And in all reality, this CIA badge he probably got out of a Cracker Jack box or
See a trinket machine.
something like that. But by 1984, they're not just cousins. They are partners in twisted missions to save, big bold letters, save the children by any means necessary. And by this point, they were hard fucking.
Fucking tater slapping.
Ball clapping, butt flapping, doing the do, rolling around the mud like pigs.
Yeah.
First up on their hit list was Tom's family, which was the ex-husband, in Prospect, Kentucky. Tom's mom, Dolores Lynch, well, she's a sweet old woman, 63 years old. She's a grandma, but she was bankrolling his custody fight.
Okay.
Yeah. Tom also had a sister there in Kentucky by the name of Janie Lynch. She's 39 years old, fresh out of dental school, ready to live her best life. But on July 24th, 1984, somebody, Fritz, probably with Susie riding shotgun, show up at Dolores' house.
Oh, no.
There was no forced entry, just two women living their quiet lives. And then, bam, didn't even see it coming. Dolores gets a bullet in the back and one in the head, military style.
Damn.
Janie, frantic, tries to crawl away to the phone, begging for help when she is shot in the back and the neck.
Ooh.
It is cold, it is brutal, and it looked like a professional hit to the local authorities. Kentucky police, well, they were stumped. No witnesses, no fingerprints, just a ballistics report that will come back to bite our cousin lovebirds a little later in this story. Did you pick up them shell casings? I was too busy watching you kill that woman. My butt was leaking, and I was so turned on. We gotta pull over this Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's the epitome, dude. Have some KFC in Kentucky
After a murder?
after killing somebody.
Yeah. I feel like you work up a really good appetite. And
Yeah.
those fucking 600 herbs and spices or whatever the fuck it is.
A lot of them.
Yeah, that's all of them. Those things would be hitting every taste bud.
My wife brought home a bucket of KFC the other day. I said, "What's this?" She's like, "I don't care. It's a bucket of chicken." I said, "God damn!"
It wasn't coming at you for it.
But just the way it's a bucket of chicken rolled off her
Yeah.
tongue.
Yeah.
It's a bucket of chicken.
All right.
Bucket of chicken.
But not just any bucket of chicken. It's the bucket of chicken.
Oh, I said, fuck me up.
Yeah.
Honey, butter, biscuits.
Right.
It was delicious.
Yeah. I fuck with their coleslaw.
There's a place right down the way called the Melody.
Yeah. It's really good.
And ever since I've had their coleslaw, I can't eat any other coleslaw in the entire world.
I like theirs. It's really sweet.
It's sweet.
It's really sweet. But I do like KFC's.
Sweet like Susie's backside.
Yeah, KFC and Lee's both have really good coleslaw. I like me a good slaw.
Ooh, I like the chicken from Lee's better than I like it from KFC.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
Why kill Dolores and Janie? Well, the answer is simple. They're helping Tom get his kids. They were bankrolling him, funding his operation, which I don't know why he needed it, considering he's a hotshot dentist.
Yeah.
Susie's thinking, no, Grandma, no problem. Fritz is probably just like, fucking, I get to kill somebody. Okay, I'm happy. Another win for Agent Klenner. Fast forward to May of 1985. That's almost a whole year.
Yeah.
Fast forward to May 1985, almost a full year later, Susie and Fritz are living their best cousin life, but the custody war, well, it's heating up. Tom, he's got a court date on May 23rd to push for more visitation, and Susie's family, that's right, her own flesh and blood, are siding with the ex-husband. They said, Susie, you are wild. You're a lot. And these kids, they need better than you. That's why her parents, Bob and Florence Newsom, are like, Susie, chill. Just let Tom see the boys. Her dad, Bob, he's a 65-year-old. Remember, he worked for R.J. Reynolds Executive. He was a big tobacco company. Her mom, Florence, is 66 years old, and they live in Winston-Salem with Bob's 85-year-old mom, Hattie. On May 18th, 1985, Fritz decides it's time to clean house. He recruits a 21-year-old dipshit named Ian Perkins, who thinks, in fact, that Fritz is a real CIA spook operative. Fritz tells Ian they're taking out communist drug traffickers for Uncle Sam. And then Ian's like, easily swayed by this. He says, I'm fucking 007. I get to go along. I get to drive Fritz. I get to be the getaway man. I get to take Fritz to the Newsom house. Well, Fritz sneaks in to Susie's parents' house, and after that is an absolute massacre. Bob gets shot, Florence gets shot and stabbed, and she gets her throat slit like it's a horror movie. The poor 85-year-old grandmother, or mother of Bob, Hattie, she gets gunned down too, and the whole entire place is absolutely covered in blood.
That's crazy.
Dead bodies everywhere. Ian, still thinking he's in Mission Impossible, drops Fritz off and goes home to play Nintendo, clueless that he is actually an accessory to a triple homicide. Cops find the bodies, and they know immediately that this is no random hit. Bob was set to testify for Tom just a few days later. So Bob was going to testify for his ex-son-in-law.
Okay.
That, hey, this guy deserves parental rights. He deserves custody because my daughter is a fucking nut job. Not to mention, she's riding the cock of her cousin.
Yeah, that's a big red flag there.
And you're going to start having babies with horns and shit. Kids with 3 wieners.
That's one too many.
And they said, Susie, after they said, they went to Susie, they said, we found your mom, your dad, and your grandma dead. She was like, oh no. Oh no.
What do you mean?
Police took a note that, she does not seem that upset at all. She wasn't exactly crying. She wasn't necessarily as upset as you would expect a person in that position to be. But you got to laugh at the audacity here. Killing your own parents and grandma to win a custody fight. That's worse than petty, even for fucking brainless cousin lovers, dude. I've been thinking all night about killing your grandma. And I think I'm in love with her too now.
I can't imagine living and be 85 years old, living all this shit that you see, and then you get gunned down by someone who fucks their cousin.
Who's inbreeding and shit.
Yeah. What a way to go.
That's how I'll go out. We'll stop. This podcast will stop, and someone in the fucking archives will find it, listen to it.
I fucked my cousin. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, it's like...
fucking find us. Fuck you.
You remember this episode you made about people having sex with cousins? Well, I got something for you. It's a bullet up your butt.
We're in love.
Well, they just shot us in the butt.
I'd be pissed. I got a good butt.
That would hurt. That would hurt so bad. Imagine how bad that would hurt.
Yeah, don't ruin my butt, man.
If someone just bent you over and shot you in the ass. It would kill you, but it wouldn't kill you right away.
Yeah.
just shoot you right in the asshole.
I think we both got enough junk in our trunk to where I don't think we would die.
Oh!
You're right, my butthole. I might fucking come, dog.
You help me bandage this up?
Hit my little fucking flavor nugget in my butt, and I'm fucking spritzing everywhere.
Oh! Oh! By June 1985,
You shot my jelly bean.
prepare for cum.
Come inbound.
If you've ever been shot in the butthole, send us an email, brohiopodcast@gmail.com. By June 1985, just a month later, well, the law, Johnny Law, Kentucky State Police, baby.
Oh, yeah.
They were starting to circle like vultures on roadkill. Kentucky cops, well, they linked Dolores and Janie's murders to a gun that Susie and Fritz sold.
Idiots.
North Carolina detectives get Ian Perkins to wear a wire, and he spills Fritz's fake CIA nonsense.
Yep.
And on June 3rd in Greensboro, North Carolina, it all comes crashing down. Susie, Fritz, and the two boys, Johnny and Jimmy, 10 and only 9 years old, respectively, are at Susie's apartment, loading a Chevy Blazer with camping gear, guns, and a casual half case of dynamite.
Jesus.
Cops from every agency imaginable were watching the scene. Forsyth County, Greensboro PD, SBI, Kentucky State Police were all staked out, ready to pounce on old fucking Fritz and Susie. Fritz, being the ever panic fuckstick that he was, he spots the heat outside, and he starts to lose his freaking mind. Oh, no. He grabs a 9mm Uzi and starts spraying bullets out the door like it's a Quentin Tarantino movie, and he actually wounded 2 cops, one nearly killing the guy. It was pretty bad. The guy was incapacitated. He piles Susie and the boys into the Blazer and peels out and leads a slow speed chase on North Carolina 150 in Summerfield. When I mean slow chase, I'm talking just you got it in drive, letting it roll down the road. I mean, it was
like a 10 mile an hour, just idle.
There was nothing going on, buddy.
Damn.
And you expect a long, drawn-out police chase, and that's not what we got here. Then it happens. Fritz pulls over, and as soon as he pulls over, kaboom! The Blazer explodes into a fireball on the side of the highway.
Oh, my gosh.
Absolutely destroying the vehicle. Debris rains down. At the same moment, dark clouds started to roll in and actually started to pour rain there at the scene. Cops find Susie's body in a culvert. I think I read at one point it was like 80 or 90 feet away from the scene there. They found Fritz gurgling blood in a ditch before he actually succumbed to his injuries. Johnny and Jimmy, the two boys you asked, they were already dead. Autopsies show that they likely died from cyanide poisoning and gunshots to the head, likely from Susie or Fritz, before the bomb went off.
That's crazy.
So they killed their own kids to save them.
That's insane.
From being with their father, who rightfully deserved time with time with the kids. Further investigation determined that the dynamite was under Susie's seat, so either Fritz blew her up or they went out together thinking there was some type of tragic Rambo Romeo and James Bond Juliet bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah.
So let's tally the damage here. They had nine dead people here. You have Dolores and Janie in Kentucky, Bob, Florence, and Hattie, which was Susie's mom and dad.
Parents and grandparents.
In Winston-Salem. Then you have Johnny and Jimmy, the kids. Then you have Susie and Fritz in the Blazer. Tom Lynch, the divorced husband, the poor dentist, he loses his mom, his sister, his sons. That guy was put through an absolute buzzsaw. That's horrific what he went through, because not only did he lose his kids, but before that he lost his sister and his mom.
Yeah.
They still hadn't figured out who did that. Susie's brother, Rob Newsom loses his parents, his grandma, his sister, his nephews. That guy was going through as well. I know we didn't talk about him very much in the episode. Ian Perkins, the secret operative that helped out Fritz, the wannabe spy, he pled guilty to accessory to murder. He got 4 months in probation is all he got because Fritz left behind a note that said Ian was completely clueless as to what was going on. Fritz's search warrant was conducted on Fritz's house. It was a treasure trove, like I said, around 15 rifles, 30,000 rounds. There was dynamite, Nazi memorabilia, KKK memorabilia, propaganda, trash, fucking disgusting shit.
Scum of the earth.
It was like a militia yard sale at that point.
Ooh.
To this day, it's left a pretty bad taste in the mouth of North Carolinians.
Yeah.
There, it's a sad story. Mostly sad for the kids that were involved, the poor 9-10-year-old boys that just didn't see it coming, man.
Yeah, that sucks.
Dealing with a bunch of couple freaking lunatics. Sad story. Nonetheless, cousins fucking each other.
That's pretty fun, though.
There was orange juice involved.
Everybody loves orange juice.
There's a lot going on here.
Yeah. A lot of dead people.
I love orange juice as much as the next guy, but I don't think it needed to come to this.
Yeah, I agree.
We haven't done a true crime story in a little while, so I want to give you guys something pleasurable, something to wet your whistle, get you going. I recently purchased some new work boots. I got red back boots from Australia.
Hell yeah.
I fucking hate breaking in work boots, bro.
Dude, it's brutal.
It's miserable. I have to carry 2 pairs of shoes with me.
It's rough.
Because I can't just keep them on.
Yeah.
I bought these boot stretchers on Amazon.
Okay.
And I got them today. I got those things cranked to the gills.
Yeah.
It looks like my boots have udders. I've got those things expanded out so far. Looking on some Reddit forums, they said I need to go get Leather Honey.
Okay.
Which is a leather conditioner. Throw it on there, help stretch it out. Leather Honey is sold at your local AutoZone store, so I need to make my way around the corner.
Hell yeah.
Head on down there to National. Give me some of that Leather Honey.
Get some of that honey.
Leather Honey. Also, this evening, I will be having dinner at Hairless Hair.
Beautiful.
Because they have blueberry cheesecake sour is the beer on tap this week.
Nice.
And there won't be a day in my life that I will not have blueberry cheesecake.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Let me know how that is.
My daughter has a play tonight, so that's why we kind of breezed through this episode. I know we usually go a little longer than an hour or more, but I got to go watch my baby. She's got a lead role in the play. Really excited to watch that.
It's fun.
I hope you guys have a wonderful week.
Yep.
We love you.
Yep.
We think the world of you.
Yep.
And we are
gay.
Going to be gay and back here in just a few days.
Love you guys.
See you.
Bye. All right.
Pray the gay away.
You know what? So I'll scroll through my reels, and YouTube can listen to this. I don't care. I scroll through my reels, and I get like a lot of random shit. But I got one of the. I know you know which video I'm talking about, but it's like the backstage account of the Montreal screw job.
Oh, okay.
And that's one of the things I can't. Every single time I can't pass it up. I always watch it.
Perfect.
Him talking about how he fucking knocked him out, like he knocked Vince McMahon out, and Vince walking fucking down the hallway with Briscoe and shit. And you could tell he just got his shit rocked. Him wiping the spit off of his face when Bret Hart spits on him. So good.
It's good. Another good one that I've been watching recently is to listen to Hulk Hogan tell the story about when he tombstoned. Listen to Undertaker tell the story about when he tombstoned Hulk Hogan. You ever heard that one?
I don't think so.
He's like, yeah, Hulkster was like, he didn't want to take the finish. He didn't want to do the tombstone.
Sure.
He's like, my neck's all messed up. I don't want to take the finish. Can we do something else? And Undertaker's like,
it's not going to affect your neck.
He's like, buddy, I'm going to get you tied enough.
Yeah.
Your head's not going to come anywhere close to.
I have heard this because then Hulk Hogan claims that he hurt him.
And then
he
tombstoned him. And then after he tombstoned him, Hulk's like, you got me, brother.
I have heard this.
And then you watch the video, and his head is like 2 feet from the ground.
Yeah.
You got me, brother.
Dude, Hulk fucking sucked, man. He only looked out for himself.
He's the worst.
He only looked out for
He's
himself.
fucking awful, man.
He's still a Mount Rushmore, but he's
fucking awful.
fucking awful. All right, guys.
See ya.
Later, Gators.